In this video, we will review how rows and columns work in Reach reporting. In the metric or statement builder, you'll have a couple of different options for rows and columns. Let's start with rows. If you would like to delete rows, you can click the pencil icon above the first column and select Rows to delete. Then click the trashcan icon. To the left of the pencil icon is the Expand and Collapse Groups button. Clicking this will collapse or expand account groups. You can also find this icon on individual parent account rows if you wish to expand only certain accounts. The last icon above this first column is the eye icon, which can also be found next to each row. This is used to individually hide rows from the final metric or statement. Each individual row also has its own set of settings that can be found by clicking the gear icon next to the row. Depending on the row type, you will find different settings here. In the row settings, you will be able to change things like the data type or even filter a row by class or department. You can also change the title, and in the advanced section, you can enable things like title suffixes, prevent sorting, or always visible. If you would like to add new rows to your table, you can click the Add Row button here to add custom rows, full statements, or open the data picker to add more data. You can also right-click a row number to insert a custom row. Now when it comes to columns, you will have a lot of the same options rows have, such as a pencil icon to delete, an eye icon to hide, as well as right-clicking a column letter to insert a custom column. You will notice that there are a couple of different icons above your columns, such as a calendar, a telescope, or a wrench. This helps tell you at a glance what data is being pulled into each column. A calendar means that it is pulling in actual data from your bookkeeping or datasheet. A telescope will let you know that this column is pulling in budget data. If either of the icons are green, that means they are pulling in live data, and this data will update as time goes on. If either of these icons are gray, that will let you know that live dates are turned off for these columns, and they will not move forward as your book month changes. Lastly, the wrench icon means that this column is pulling in custom or manually entered data. The next icon you might see above your columns is a funnel icon. Depending on what type of data or integration you are using, you will be able to filter each column by a class or department. If you filter a column, you will notice it will add a subheader to the column listing the filters applied. The last icon we will go over for columns is the settings icon. Clicking this will open the individual column settings here. Like rows, you will be able to change the data type, but you will also be able to change the date range of the column, and if you would like to use live dates or not. You will also be able to override the title, and in the advanced section, you will be able to enable a title suffix and apply this suffix to all columns. To add new columns, you can click the Add Columns button to the right. Here you can choose from different column types like actuals, budget, actuals versus budget, non-date data from Google Sheets, or custom columns. This covers the basics when it comes to rows and columns in Reach reporting. If you have any questions, send us a chat.